twaelekea, maji twajichotea, uchovu na ukawia. Sisi wana Kathangachini twaomba kuinuliwa.
These ones will probably do.
Access to safe drinking water is still very much an issue worldwide. It shouldn't be, but according to the United Nations, 1 in 4 people still lack access to safely managed drinking water. So I would say climate change has significantly altered Kenya's rainfall patterns. With unpredictable rainfall, that means you get periods of either intense flooding or significant drought, which then compounds the challenges of getting access to safely managed drinking water. The CoShun water filter was intentionally designed to be simple, low-tech, chemical-free, and with easily replaceable parts so that it could be maintained by the communities in which it was implemented. We are heading up country to Kathangachini village. It's about 5-ish hours outside of Nairobi. I think this whole time I've been in kind of disbelief because a year ago this was just like this idea, and flash forward to 12 months later, we're on the road, we're going to the village. I'm just really excited to see what we're going to do these next couple of days. Hello, my name is Runde. Today I'm representing CoShun Water Filter. We are a clean water filter organization.
My name's Jane Kenywa. I'm the principal of the school. We have students between 14 and 20 years. This is a community which embraces grazing of animals as a major economic activity.
It's been wonderful working with CorpsAfrica because they've done the water storage tank here.
CorpsAfrica as an organization brings in young graduates who are youths and the rural communities, the underserved communities. So our mission is to drive sustainable development.
It's been wonderful working with Engineers for a Sustainable World at Penn State. So these guys are the ones that built the filter.
Engineers for a Sustainable World, we're a project club mostly, and what we do is we try to have 2 or 3 projects every year to improve the local and now global community.
And CoShun now is phase 2 of the project. Our goal is to install the filter to provide safe drinking water to all of the pupils. And we see this as a partnership with the school and with CorpsAfrica and with Penn State.
This filters out all the bacteria. This makes the water safe.
The water was contaminated and it was not safe for us for drinking, you know. It led to many people getting sick, some being affected by cholera.
So we're just kind of tracing our steps and doing the actual walk that the students would take every day to fetch water for school. It's about 3 kilometers walk. And as you can see, it's kind of just out in the open. You're pretty exposed. Walking to fetch water every day, the children were exposed to a number of dangers, such as heat, wild animals, as well as assault, which then had a circle effect of causing teenage pregnancies.
If you get lost, you know why you are lost. It has been a struggle for students to access water, them having to take almost 1 hour or more to walk to have the water available in the schools.
There's a little bit of a barbed wire situation that you have to navigate.
Facilitating the communities, they came up with the water pumping project, which we implemented last year.
So we worked with the CorpsAfrica. We worked for around 6 months with their volunteer.
They are just facilitators. They let the communities own up the projects, identify the needs, and come up with solutions so that these solutions are locally made.
We have just made it to the river. It's actually pretty low right now. From what I remember last year, it was a lot higher.
As far as the water getting pumped all the way from the river to school has had a great impact. Now in the evening they don't go to the river, so the time they were spending to do that, they are now getting engaged in books. Even academically, we have seen quite an improvement.
What we're looking at is the mother tank. So all the water from the river gets pumped up here, And then there's piping that goes and sends water to the water storage tanks in the 2 schools.
The water storage tank and the first phase was just to make the water available. And now with the phase 2, the water filters, we are ensuring that now this water is not just available, but it is clean and safe.
Today we're setting up the CoShun water filter, one here at the secondary school and one just down the road at the primary school. This will now provide safe drinking water to all 854 students. We're hoping that this will have a tremendous long-term impact in terms of the reduced number of sick days that the students have because they're no longer drinking unsafe water.
We as community, we will ensure that the project or the whole system remain sustainable, remain well maintained for the future.
It'll be really cool just to follow this community for years to come to see how that has a broader impact on the community itself.
We made a system that works with a motorcycle battery. We've included parts for any motorcycle battery because if that battery breaks, they can install a different one. But a bigger engineered system, what tends to happen is you need the engineers to come maintain it. This place is 5 hours from Nairobi. The roads are very rugged. Access is not the strongest point.
One of the differentiating factors of the CoShun filter is the kind of carbon that we're using. It's called shungite. And what's really cool about shungite is it's actually a naturally existing carbon that purifies water. We haven't officially done the tests yet, but you can just see this is the water from the river that went into our CoShun filter, and this is the water that came out.
So this is the impact that we are creating with the filters that we are installing today.
We were able to move pretty fast, and I think that's really the beauty of this project. It's about collaboration. This is our last day in the village, so we're going to be taking some tests as well as some samples, and then we're going to bring the samples back with us to Nairobi to have them test officially in the lab at our friend Kibebe.
No, the manual can be as long as it needs to be.
I strongly believe that the importance of having mentors and advisors is really the secret sauce to achieving any success. That's why I had a mentor in Galen Welsh from Kibebe, who not only had the expertise in the water sector, but also within the region of sub-Saharan Africa. That's why I had regular meetings with Wes Meyer from Kova, whose water chlorinator in Central America served as the original inspiration for the design of the CoShun filter. We're back again, it's the second day. We're going to move over to the primary school to do the second installation.
I believe that pure water can be made only in the factory, but little did I know that it can be filtered in the place that you are.
So even that assumption that the water is okay direct from the river is going to come to an end. So this kind of partnership is very, very critical.
And we are extremely happy because now our learners will be taking clean water. Not only learners, even teachers. Let's continue working together.
What sets our CoShun water project apart from others is the fact that we intentionally work with so many different partners with different skill sets. And I truly believe that when you bring partners together, you can grow faster, you can scale faster, and you can innovate quicker.
As a single organization, there is much we can do. But when we partner, we are able to amplify and create better and bigger impact.
A year ago, as we said, it was an idea, and now flash forward 12 months, we have an actual filter, we have a community, we have people that can install it, and we have the community that can maintain it. And that's just a really beautiful thing when it comes right down to it.